I looked at the New York Times. Are they going to interview Juanita Broaddrick? Are they going to interview Paula Jones? Are they going to interview Kathleen Willey? In one case, it's about exposure. In another case, it's about groping and fondling and touching against a woman's will.
And rape.
And rape.
And big settlements.
Do you ever feel compelled to defend your honor, the honor of your husband,
No.
with statements that he's making that go to the core of the relationship?
No, not at all. It's not so much for me, Chris, what he says about me. I am really used to it. I have very thick skin. It's what he says about other people.
Well, this could get interesting. Over 6 months, we're back with the panel as you take a look at the issues, our new Fox News poll, and who would handle each issue better. Take a good look at this: the economy, terrorism, health care. Hillary beats Donald Trump slightly. Immigration, foreign policy, Hillary Clinton up there. Education and social issues. We're back with the panel. Kirsten, what about this, going down this road? I mean, he's clearly going down the Bill Clinton road, and she doesn't seem like she is going to push back on that, at least not yet.
Well, I guess the question is, how could she push back? That's the problem, because the more that they talk about this, the worse it is for them, because there is a whole generation of people who don't even know who Juanita Broaddrick is, that don't know who Paula Jones is. They've never heard these stories before, and there happen to be a generation of people who believe that basically once a woman has made an accusation of rape or sexual assault, that she is to be believed. So, and Hillary herself has tweeted this out at one point, sexual assault survivors, should be believed and supported. This is the feminist viewpoint today. So if that's true, how do you explain that you have these women who've made these accusations? They would say they've been disproven. The women would say that they haven't. And I think it's a very dicey issue for them. At the same time, I don't see how she gets away with that. How do you get away with, I don't have to defend this person who I say is going to be running the economy, basically,
right,
for me
because
when
they
I'm
don't
president.
remember the 90s economy either, that he's going to run. George, her response is, they want to talk about my past, I want to talk about your future.
Well, first of all, she's put the subject in play by saying Donald Trump's attitudes to and about women are reprehensible. So his response, you want to see reprehensible, look at next door at your husband. We have 173 days to go between now and Election Day, and we're already at this. Where is there to go? I mean, we're probably going to go down, but I'm not sure where the bottom is. There's an old law in this town that there's no such thing as rock bottom. We may explore that geological metaphor as this goes along, but the whole, you used the F word, feminism. What a peculiar feminist icon she is. She marries her way to the upper reaches of American politics. Once there, she gets to be a senator and a secretary of state. She gets to the door of the White House and says, by the way, what really interests you people most, the economy, I'm going to give to my husband to fix. Exactly. Weird.
So just on that issue, I mean, if you look back at the old Clinton-Gore ads when they're running, they're talking about things that Republicans talk about now.
Exactly.
So her pitches on the economy are kind of opposite of what her husband was pitching to get in office in '92.
They should pay close attention to the '92 campaign. Republicans said if only people knew what a creep Bill Clinton was in his personal life, they'd never vote for him. Voters said, in effect, we already know exactly who this guy is, but he's running on the economy and crime. I know we're rewriting history now, but crime was a real issue in 1992 for middle-class people anyway, and those are resonant issues. How is it that Donald Trump is beating Hillary Clinton by like 12 points on the question of the economy when her husband presided over the last sustained period of, economic stability we've had? It's because her party is enthralled with, transgender bathrooms and global warming and totally theoretical issues that have nothing to do with the average person. And Trump, for all his many faults, is kind of making a pitch to middle-class economic anxiety. So, of course, that guy always wins.
She also said today, Kirsten, that this is over. I'm essentially the nominee. Bernie Sanders is not there. I mean, his response was, no, it's not over.
Well, the race has basically been over in terms of delegates probably since March, but it's not over in the sense that he has made it quite clear, Bernie Sanders has made it quite clear that he's not going to drop out. He wants to stay in until the convention, and he's going to make life difficult for her. But I think she's right that she will be the nominee. He's not going to overcome her in delegates.
So, when she said back in 2008, remember Bobby Kennedy, what happened to him, and she later apologized for that, why she was staying in against Barack Obama. Is Sanders staying in because he's waiting to see what the FBI does?
It could be. I remember in 1980, Ted Kennedy actually gained strength after it was pretty clear that President Carter was going to be renominated. So people are venting and letting off steam and making a point, and that's a perfectly sensible use of the franchise. Arguably, the best thing that could happen for the Democratic Party, given that Bernie Sanders in many polls runs against Trump more strongly than she does, is for her to get in legal trouble and have to withdraw, and they bring in a placeholder candidate, and the country would sigh with relief, saying, Joe Smith, Joe Biden, don't care, we'll take him.
Yeah, the Bernie Sanders people wouldn't be that happy, but we'll see that more. We're hoping to hear from Hillary Clinton tomorrow. That's it for the panel.